post. Okay, so looks like we're going to start getting the stream going. I'm just sharing it with my Instagram, my Facebook, and my membership area. Just takes a couple of seconds. Thank you for your patience. Looks like it's it. So let me close those windows so they don't interrupt anything. All right. We're ready to rock and roll, yes? Much respect to all of you coming on in, Holy Ones. We're going live. This transmission is live. We got lights, sound. We got homies coming on in. Angels, archangels of light. Machiwa. It's a choice. Light is a choice. I choose light. Your brother Anuhazi. What's up? How about you, Holy One? Write it in the comments. I choose light. Machiwa. Which is God's original intention for this 15-dimensional time matrix. God's original intention was that we all got along with unity, okay? That's equality. No one is lesser. Nobody is greater. It's all equal in God. Sacred law of one, yes. And tonight, within that spirit, we're going to be talking about angels. Aliens. Archangels, same thing. Angels, aliens, visitors. Some of those are intruders. Not so nice. But we want to focus mostly on the Guardian Angelic Nations. That's not something I made up. And I will show you later tonight in the text. This is the what the Guardian Angelics, the Emerald Order calls them. And so this is going to be tonight's topic. And learn how you, star seeds, indigos, are connected to angels. You are extraterrestrials, yes? Fresh candle. Humans, but also ETs. ET phone home. And you will find your higher dimensional energy consciousness. Consciousness is energy. Energy is consciousness. It's alive. And you're made of the same thing that the Creator is made of. Consciousness. Machiwa. Creator created everything. So there's only one of those. Even though you have all kinds of imposter godlets saying, I am your God. No, honey, there's only one God. And it's not anger. It's not jealousy. It's not creating war. It's, because that's what these other godlets are saying. It doesn't matter if they're Egyptian gods, you would say Sumerian gods, Greek gods, Roman gods. There's no such thing as plural gods. They're imposter gods saying that they created you. And so some of these beings are what you would call angels and archangels, but malevolent ones, negative ones. Okay, so that's why the guardians are called guardians. They guard, they protect, they defend the light. Are you standing in your light, holy ones? Okay, remember, that's a choice. With your free will, you could choose the path of chaos. That's where all these phantom beings are doing. Most of them know what they're doing. Some are just forgot their connection to Source, God. It is the angels and the archangels of light serving law of one, serving unity consciousness, who are expressing and sending out into the universal systems, matrices, unconditional love, omni love. Okay? Knowing that all are part of the unified field of Creator, the one and only Creator. That smoke got my eye. I was dealing with chemicals, you guys. I've been living here for a year. I wanted to move. I didn't have enough funds. I'm not rich like some people think I am. That's why I'm asking for assistance sometimes. That's why I try to sell crystals and artwork. I'm just mentioning this because someone's on my ass right now, so, about money or something. So I don't have it. That's why I'm limited. I'm not in lack, but I am not in abundance yet. So remember, you guys, I come from homelessness just a few years ago. So I've come a long way, actually. Machiwa. So we're getting the incense lit because we want a cleansed and protected space. This is part of our, ceremony, part of our ritual. A positive one, not a Wicca or witchcraft one. Who are connecting to godlets, not the one true creator God. They practice connections to many gods. Oh, I need this god for this and that god for that. It's distortion. Machiwa. As an angel, as an archangel, serving, as Guardian Angelic Nations, serving creators, God's intention of unity. That's what God wanted for this 15-dimensional time matrix. So let me say hello to everybody, and then we'll thank you for joining this conversation. And you guys, I just want to say at the very beginning, you don't have to agree with everything I'm saying. And my video, this information for my whole channel is based on the Emerald Order's point of view, the innerchristos point of view, the Law of One point of view. Okay, so not everyone agrees with that, and we respect that. We respect your beliefs and understand that we're going to talk about angels and archangels differently from the religious point of view, even different from the New Age point of view. Sure, they talk about angels, but they talk about worshiping angels, submitting to angels, following self-proclaimed angels. Okay, we're not about that, because we're talking about the innerchristos. We talk about your connection to the unified field of God. You're part of what is God. You are God. And so that is hierarchy systems. When you're looking out here, what are you doing? Looking here. To the inner God, to the inner Christ, Machiwa, Holy Ones. I am Him. Greetings to you too, Holy One. JRBYIF in New York City, NYC, RI. Machiwa, Holy One. I'm just guessing. I don't want to assume. Sorry. Sarah Holder. Much love to you, sister. Thank you for your positive energy, as usual. All kinds of vibes and hugs and kisses. Look at you. UTD, representing that Lyran code. What's up, brother Starseed? What's up, homie? Good to see you in here again. Yes. Indigo Wizard. What's up, Vato Loco? How you doing, man? Sorry about the crystal. I have not got around to it. Like I was explaining earlier, I've lived here for a year, and so now, today, I had to do I spent the past 4 days getting this house ready for inspection. I passed with flying colors except for the weeds. I told them beforehand, before they came, I said, I'm behind on my weeds. Give me an extra week or 10 days. I will do it, and they are. They're going to give me 10 days, so that's cool. I bought a weed eater so I can do a lot of it myself, but it's a whole acre, man. Imagine you doing a whole acre with a weed eater by yourself. I'm going to do some of it because they want to charge $1,500. What are you talking about? What? No. Yes. So, hey, I got behind, brother, but I still have to do weeds, but I'm going to go ahead and do the crystal, and I have to go to the post office anyways to pay my rent. Not my rent for the house, but my rent for the my storage in Goldfield. I got to go get that now that I know I'm going to stay here again. I might as well go get it soon, but because that's an extra $75 a month. It's a small storage. But anyways, I'm just trying to say that I got behind and I didn't send it yet, but I will probably tomorrow, most likely. And I'm sure you understand. You're a loving, peaceful person. So, little alien, my other moderator, sister, give me a hug. What's up, homie? Another Andromedan energy code. Mr. Williams in the house. I love you guys. You're fam. The camera? Is the camera not working? You guys, this little alien mentioned the camera. Is there something wrong with the camera? Please let me know. I see myself. I see myself. Camera. Oh, lights, camera, action. Never mind. I got you. Sorry. I was like, what? We got love flowing. You said it, homie. Ragged XX Muffin, sister. Big hugs. Cali girl. Yeah. Sunset Dreams. Pink Lemon. Oh, wow. I didn't put incense in, but it's smoking from just the incense that's underneath it. But let me put some code. No, I did put a little bit of incense. But not all of them. That's white copal. And a couple pieces of frankincense. Machiwa. And some benzoin of Sumatra. Wait. Isn't that a country? Yeah, Sumatra. And some amber. It's a mess because this is an old one I found. I'm like, hey, I have a whole bag of my original amber. Not a whole bag, but at least a third of a bag. And I like the new one too, but this one brings me back, man. I don't need that much. Come on. You're an angel. You protect yourself and protect your space. Cleanse it. Purify it. Let's get some dragon's blood. See, my hair is right there, but I'd rather get some smaller pieces. All right, baby. What's up? Now we got this going on. So, an angel is a being from other worlds, yes? I mean, I'm talking because there's part of the audience will be religious people, and we love you. We love all. And so, an angel is from another world. You call it heaven. You can call it heaven. Angels are from other realities, not this reality, but they visit this reality. And just like any spirit, it looks like a spirit. It looks ghost-like. It looks like a divine being of energy, of light, right? Okay, we agree. Okay, but we don't call it heaven. And remember, the Bible is only this thick, about 1,700 pages, right? Well, there's more than heaven and earth. Here's earth. Here's your astral dimension, heaven. And here's hell, you think. Hell is actually parallel. It's another system, matrix. So we got heaven, astral, but we have archetype, and we have celestial, aka angelic. This is where the angels start. And if we count those, that's 6, the 6th chakra. No, wait. Yes, this is the 6th dimension, angelic level, the indigo ray. So those are levels, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Mostly that's who we deal with in the human drama. There's more. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But we're talking about 1 through 6. Humans are 1 through 3, and angels are 4 through 6. Archangels are 7 through 9 dimension. Imagine our reality. Carbon matter. Like physical. You think it's physical. It's not. Everything's vibration. But, well, these beings are less physical, more evolved. The more physical, the more the frequency is lower vibration, the less evolved you are. Not less as in intrinsic value. Everyone's equal in intrinsic value. We mean in consciousness-wise. How much consciousness do you have in your body? Well, an angel has more consciousness, 3 levels higher than 3D. Astral, here's 3D human. An astral being would have much more consciousness. And then the archetype would have even more. And then the angel. We're not talking about archangels yet. The angel has much greater levels of consciousness. What does that mean? They have a more perfected body. We have more distortions in our DNA. They don't have as much. They have a greater DNA. A more perfected body. A more perfected, less distorted consciousness. Well, that's not actually accurate. You could have fallen angelic angels. Falling angels. So that wouldn't fit, right? So just realize that an angel is a 6-dimensional being. They exist in the 6th dimension. All beings from the 6th dimension are called angels. So we don't know if that means that they're negative or positive. They could be either negative or positive. But they're 6-dimensional beings, and 6-dimensional beings are celestial. They're angels. Okay? So you can call it heaven, but it doesn't really, there's not such a complex, description as the Guardian materials. We get into the creation mechanics. You learn the science of God. We talk about the physics, the unified field of God, and how there's structure. Okay? Matrices. The angelic matrice is just simply a more evolved level. And you can have, this is a distortion in the New Age. You can have fallen angels in higher dimensions than humans. Remember, from these teachings you will learn that there is darkness. Darkness can exist from dimensions 1 all the way up to dimension 11. And it is way up here. This is your crown. That's only 7. Well, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have dimensions 1 through 11. It's a possibility. No, there is darkness in all these levels. There is spiritual war in all these levels. Okay, and in this spiritual science of the Emerald Order, also called the innerchristos law of one, and we'll have Celine, Indigo, or Little Alien. Please leave a link to the Voyagers Book 1 and Voyagers Book 2. We always recommend to start with those first. Those are the easiest to digest, the easiest to understand. But then when you're ready, if you resonate with this information from those books, they're not physical books, they're PDFs that you download. Then move on to the higher workshops. Our teacher, the author, is called Iasha. Oh, in the books, it's her older name before she got remarried, Ashiana Dean. Ashiana Dean. Search that in Google, search that in YouTube, or search that in the Telegram app, because uncensored information usually ends up being in Telegram, because people can't stop them from posting there. So they can stop you from posting on YouTube, but not on Telegram, as far as I know. But anyways, they're beings that have different bodies than us, obviously. And I want to say that not all angels have wings. Okay? That's and think about this, you guys. The Bible has no pictures. There's no pictures of what angels look like. There's no pictures of what God even looks like. It will tell you what they look like, but not show you. You have to have imagination. Thank you for those hearts, Holy One. And so, not all angels have wings. Now, in the creation, there is many different beings. See, that's the limitation of the Bible. They only talk about humans, God, and angels. Well, fallen angels and demons, I guess. But understand that there's much, 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 much more beings in the cosmos. Now, part of the title of the video is Guardian Angelic Nations. In the Guardian Angelic Nations alone, which is basically the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, there is 25 billion different planets, star leagues. That's just planets. Every planet is going to have what? Billions, trillions of beings. So that's mind-boggling. That's how many angels of light are serving Creator God, Source God. There's only one Creator, homies. In religions, you're going to find, I don't mean just monotheism, I mean polytheism, paganism. There's many gods. No, there's not. There's only one God. There's only one Creator. And Creator is not a boy. Creator is not a, male or female. Creator is androgynous. Creator isn't it, and that is not disrespectful, because Creator is conscious energy. Okay? And we're made in the image of Creator as conscious energy. Your consciousness. And this is formed through your DNA template. Not at the chemical level. There is chemical DNA. We're talking about the DNA template, which is scalar. Morphogenetic. Okay? Crystalline. So we're going to redefine what is angel. From the Emerald Order point of view. Emerald Covenant point of view. I have to cough and drink water. Give me a second. Excuse me. Maybe that incense is pretty strong. Got my lemon water. Don't get in my eye. All right? Hey, the cool thing about cleaning your whole house for 4 days is it looks great. I mean, it looks better. and that, my friends, means I can start looking for orbs again. I mean, filming them. Because I didn't want to film orbs for you when my house was messy, because I worked 100 hours a week. That's why. But anyways, yes, I would love to start looking for orbs again. So when I lived with family in Tucson, Arizona, there was a hell of a lot of orbs. And I believe sincerely it's about geological location. Excuse me. Because I saw one person's orb, it's been 7-8 years. Excuse me. I saw literally, possibly millions of orbs in that video coming out of subterranean earth. And so I believe it has to do with the earth. They're coming from a part of the earth. And when I watched a lot of my videos, a lot of them are coming up, flying upwards. And then they travel in, and explore. But they're coming from somewhere inside the core, or, inside the earth. So, and that would be awesome, because I used to do that regularly on my lives. So, and we would catch orbs in my live show. No problem. They didn't come all the time, but they came most of the time. I don't mean come to the show. I just mean they're around, So let me catch up on the live again. Mr. Williams had a question. Hey, Davian, I have a question. What are the exact locations meaning the points of interest of the 12 stargates on Earth? Well, these are vortices of multidimensional energy. We have 3D energy on the planet. That's what Earth is. So when you talk about a stargate, that's a higher dimension. Well, not all of them. There's the Stargate 1 in Sedona. Okay, Stargate 2. You guys, I don't have them all memorized. I have to look at my own notes to see where they are. Let me see. Since Mr. Williams asked, let me check. Andromeda. Let me see. Concepts, stargates. I have a whole database of notes I've made. Where's my Stargate one? I just got to Control F and find Stargate. Stargates. Okay, yeah, see, that's why I brought up my notes. Stargate 2 is in Jerusalem, Israel. Second dimensional energy, Nepal. Third dimensional energy in the Himalayan mountains. Now we start talking about higher dimensions, higher than Earth, coming to Earth. Stargate 4, fourth dimension, astral energy, is in Egypt, underneath a pyramid. I don't even know if the Egyptians know that. You know, most people don't believe in stargates or these spiritual concepts. Stargate 4, Giza, under the Great Pyramid of Giza, is the opening to this fourth. No, what I mean is it's a vortice. Well, there's vortices. Well, yeah, there's portals and there's stargates. This is a stargate, and a stargate takes you vertical into higher dimensions. So Stargate 4 is the fourth dimension, and so the energy is coming from the fourth dimension in that area. So it's going to be crazy. Amount of energy, and just in Stargate 1, SG1 in Sedona, it's actually the Painted Desert of Arizona. I lived in Arizona most of my life, but now I'm living in Nevada for a long time, probably 12 years now. But it is, there's so much activity in Sedona alone. Why do you think it's a hotspot for spiritual people? A lot of people go there, and there's actually people have made websites about all the vortice energy, the energy vortices, and this isn't even the main central spot. It's actually the Painted Desert. Isn't that a reservation? You can't get there, or it's a big area maybe, but it's a natural, beautiful place. If you look up the Painted Desert, it does look like a painted desert. It looks beautiful. A natural wonder, but this is SG1. So to answer your question, there are higher dimensional energies like Machu Picchu. Wait, let me see. Let's mention them real quick. I made a video, guys. You can check it out. It's a short video. Look at my shorts tab and find it. So SG5, Machu Picchu, Peru. SG6, North Caucasus Mountains, Russia. Caucasus. SG7, Lake Titicaca, Peru. SG8, Xi'an, China. SG9, Lhasa, Tibet. SG11, no, did I skip one? SG10, Abadan, Iran, which is near the Persian Gulf. And when I say 10, that's 10th dimensional energy. SG11, 11th dimensional energy, Vale of Pusey, England. SG12, Montségur, France. 12th dimensional energy. But you guys realize that Ashiana talks about the main seven. And so as the seven trumpets of the revelations in the Bible. And so they opened. That's what's called the stellar activation cycle. Stellar as in star. They're star gates. Stellar activation. That means they're opening. Stargate opening cycle. And so we're in that. 1 through 7. The seventh one closed in 2022 in January. This is according to the schedule in Voyagers 2. Like, for example, if you guys wanted to find it real quick, just put the word Sedona in the PDF, and it will show you that page. And so, basically, to answer your question, it's higher dimensional frequency. And like the humans have chakras, and you know where they are on your body. Well, the Stargate has chakras called Stargates, which is higher multidimensional frequency. Except for Stargate 1, 2, and 3. That's what Earth is, 1, 2, and 3. So, Machiwa. Let me look for other questions. You guys, if you want to ask a question, I can see it better when you put Christos avatar in the name. Starman in the house. What's up, brother? Machiwa. Good to see you, homie. Big hugs. I think you... Let me see. Starman wrote me a message. I want to make sure. Yeah, that was about Celine. You wrote me about Celine. And Celine, is Celine here, you guys? She might not be. Oh, Celine's here. Yeah, she's here. All right, we got all three moderators. All four moderators. Sorry. So, yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, sorry about that. And so... the Stargates you can find on the Voyager's books, and I made a video about it. Ashana talks about them, and so let me. And if you want to write a question, make sure you put Christos avatar in the message somewhere, at the beginning, at the end, wherever, and it will be highlighted, and my old man eyes can see it better. Celine, sister, hope you feel better. Omni Christos love. Good to see you. So happy to see you. We're happy to have you with us again. She was only gone for one live, I think, right? Or two lives, maybe? Okay, wide awake. I believe there's 7 levels of angels, each level for different tasks. Thank you for sharing your information, Holy One. And so, there's a lot of New Age distortion about angels. And they talk about what our brother just mentioned, hierarchy. Hierarchies of angels. Who's better, who's greater, and who's lesser. Hierarchy is the phantom, is the fallen creeds. As a matter of fact, it is, for example, the self-proclaimed Archangel Michael, what the Guardians call Archdemon Michael. Okay? The self-proclaimed Archangel Michael is a fallen angel. And it tells you, Archangel, that tells you, it will bring you its Christ consciousness. It will bring you your spiritual mastery. Okay? No, gods, godlets, angels, fallen angels and archangels, demons, popes, bishops, CEOs, masters, gurus. All of these things are trying to get you out here to look externally for power. Okay? When, it's about understanding the universal sacred law of one. We're all part of the unified field of God. Law of one. All are one. Religious people cannot stand it. No, you're not all God. You're not God. Yes, we are all God. When you understand creation mechanics, when you understand the structure of the 15-dimensional time matrix, when you understand that it's all energy, consciousness, God is not a male or a female. God is both male and female. God is all. God is androgynous. God is everywhere. God is omnipresent. God is every place. You see, at the same time as a religious person, or the religious books will say God is omnipresent, at the same time they say God is omnipresent, they will also say there's only believers and there's only chosen ones. God is everywhere. Not some places, not some people. All places, all people. See the distortion, see the contradiction. And so there's no hierarchy in angels. And archangels are not better than angels. Okay? And when you understand dimensions, it is Creator God putting its consciousness, its energy into the 15-dimensional time matrix. And so the time matrix is different levels of frequency, not of betterness, greaterness. It's not a word, right? But what I'm saying, it's not, this dimension 12 is better than dimension 6. It's nonsensical. It's all equal in intrinsic value. Okay? You're not going to start chopping. The fallen angel systems chop up things into categories and labels as greater, better. I am better than you, so you must listen to me. Because I know better. I'm an archangel. I'm an angel. I am an ascended master. You see this? 1 second here. HV in the house, brother, sister. I don't know which gender. Thank you so much, Holy One. Hello, Christos Avatar. You left a message. Thank you for all you do. Please talk about the moon. Thank you, sending love. Okay, the moon. Thank you so much. Bless you for that exchange of energy. You guys, I spend 100 plus hours a week on this. I'm not doing this for, I need to be able to have some form of exchange of energy. Some people don't understand that. Some people do. With their free will are exchanging energy. Thank you so much, Holy One. And I just want to make sure I answered the other person's question, right? About the stargates, I hope. Or was there another one? Okay, the moon. Okay, this is another occult thing. This is another of dark thing. Okay, it's not even a real moon. Just like planet Nibiru is not a real planet. Oh, there is one, but it's in Phantom. The real Nibiru, the real planet Nibiru, is in the Phantom. They created a fake one. It's not this, it's technology. Have you seen Star Wars? The Doom Star. Hello. The fake Nibiru is called Battlestar Nibiru. Doomstar, Battlestar. So we have same thing with the moon. It's a military technology of extraterrestrials. It's a craft that moves, that got locked into position. By the way, it's an unnatural position. All the other moons and other planets, they have a natural orbit around this planet. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. Go search it for yourself and check what others are saying about the unnatural orbit of our moon. That's your first clue that it's artificial. And the second clue is, throughout history, many different nations had said there wasn't a moon here before. Research that. Okay, now we're stacking some signs. Even though there's some BS about NASA, of course, they did do some experiments on the moon and discovered it rang like a bell. Just Google NASA moon ring like a bell. You'll find that they purposely did that on purpose. They wanted to see if the moon was hollow or it did a certain vibration. So you have the reptilians. Put this moon in position to create, at certain times, an eclipse. What is an eclipse, you guys? It is, once again, unnatural. Check and research if other planets have eclipses. They don't. It's an unnatural thing. Why does only our planet have eclipses? Because it's intentional. It's reptilian black magic. When you get an eclipse, and what are all these New Agers doing? Worshipping the moon. Worshipping a full moon. Worshipping a new moon. You're practicing, maybe unknowingly, this dark magic. Rituals with the moon. It's dark shit, man. It's also a location of negative aliens. Reptilians. Hello, I just mentioned the reptilians. It's their base. Zeta, it's a draconian base. So Zeta gray aliens are part of the reptilian draconian matrix. I mean, they come out of the seraphim angelic races. But they fell. They're not angelic anymore. They're fallen angelic. And it's a monitoring base. It's a military base. There's many different races in here, and if you guys are into the secret space program information, SSP, they talk about it too as being a base. So there's many different sources from different ideas and opinions talking about how it's fake. It's not what we think it is. And something it also does is it creates unnatural magnetism, which is harmful to us. Not good to have a bunch of extra magnetism. Look that up. Our sister Lisa Renee has a lot to say about that. She talks about the unnatural magnetism, and actually, let me just look that up, because she follows the Guardian materials. She's a student of them back in the day. And her website is one of them, she has two of them, is Ascension Glossary. Go to Ascension Glossary, go to the search bar, and put in moon. Moon, voila. The moon and the black cube. This is interesting. This is from the Guardian point of view, guys. These Emerald Order teachings, and I think that's why our brother asked the question. Moon, from the Guardian perspective, our moon is an inorganic structure and did not come from our solar system. The moon is an artificial satellite, just like I just explained. This is Lisa Renee's information too, is that it is locked into orbit with the Earth body's magnetic core. It was brought here during the last war between the Pleiadians and the Reptilians. The moon, is a craft stolen from war and stripped to be refitted. You guys, even the secret space program doesn't have this much information. At least I haven't heard it from that point of view. Is a craft stolen from war and stripped to be refitted for its current use as a reptilian and gray alien base. That's what I just said. Apparently, there are many beings living inside it even now. It's used for practical reasons to be able to have a moon base in close proximity to monitor and adjust magnetic fields of the planet. It's unnatural. It's not good to have so much magnetism. It's unnatural. The moon has technology that keeps the magnetic spin rates that keep the connections open to wormholes they have created. So it's connected to the creation of wormholes as well. Our solar system is damaged because these entities were creating rips and holes in time as well. You guys, this is true, I know, because they've also did the same thing on Earth itself. They ripped holes open. Have you heard of the Philadelphia experiment? The Montauk Project? The Guardians also talk about, in Ashiana's work, they talk about how they made an ancient wormhole in Atlantis, in the Bermuda Triangle area. Why do you think they have all this Bermuda Triangle mysterious paranormal things? Because there's two, as far as I know, they're operational now. Still, these two ancient, they call it the Eagle and the Falcon. And I have that on my time matrix diagram, a reference to it. So hopefully that answers your question. You can learn more. Lisa has a lot more information. She talks about the black cube, insertion of the moon satellite, Saturn-based transmission to moon. She talks about something about Tara and the moon chain, transfiguration of lunar force, fall of solar dragon queens, insertion of moon, lunar female demonic forces. Lisa Renee's a badass, man. Check out her. I wish she did social media. She doesn't do social media. It says on her homepage she doesn't do social media. Anyways, hopefully that answers your question, Holy One. HV. Wow, Holy One. 1111. I love that number. Bless you, Holy One. Thank you for so much for exchanging this energy. You guys, I eat. I survive. You guys help me sustain this work. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you so much. Honestly, sincerely. You guys are my producers. You're my boss. I mean, you guys pay you're the ones who help me with the paycheck, right? Thank you so much, Holy One. Please also talk about the meaning of angel numbers 111. Now, I personally have not heard Ashiana talk about angel numbers. As a matter of fact, I think that word, angel number, is a New Age thing. So you're going to have all kinds of twisted things in New Age because they also are into the numerology systems. Now, I'm not saying it's all BS. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's intentional number systems that are meant to throw you off. It's more about looking at your birth chart, trying to find meaning there, trying to connect to God there, trying to connect to yourself there. When it's divination. You're not meant to divine and seek your answers. Okay, so I just want to say that first. Now the energies themselves, 111, has energy, just like 666 has energy. 333 has energy. And it's now I won't go as far as to say all these numbers like 222. You know, numerology will have meanings for all those numbers. 444, 555, huh? 777, huh? What? 888. I don't agree with all that. Okay? Now, when we got our brother Tesla talking about 369, he's onto something. I would go as far as saying 36912. Sup, homie? 3, Trinity. You'll see Trinity. Let me show you Trinity in action. 333. Let's see it in action. Because you will say this is not coincidence. You will say this is part of the design of Creator. It's intentional. 3s, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's 15 dimensions. Those 12 tribes of the human genome. Okay? There, you will find these in creation. Let me pull it up. So you can talk about numbers, but I wouldn't like put all your focus into the numbers. But notice that these numbers do align with synchronicity. There's no denying that. Like you'll see on my show, when we do live shows, you'll see like, dang, gangbusters of numbers lining up. And it's you can ask other people, you will see it in tonight's live. Okay, so let me pull this up for you guys. Ow, damn. This keyboard is made of wood, so ow, damn. It just crashed on my knee there for a second. Here's the diagram. Let me switch on over to the 15-dimensional time matrix and show you what I mean by 3s. Okay, is this coincidence? There's 3 levels of Ascended Masters. Okay, 3 levels of Ascended Masters, 3 Rishi, 3 Avatar levels, 3 Oversoul, 3, 3, 3, okay? And so, and it's the 3 flames who started it all. The Holy Elohai, blue flame, the Holy Seraphai, gold flame, and the violet flame, Braharaman, okay? This is numbers. This is frequency. And let me check the other information. Let me see. 1 second here as I pull it up. Thank you for your patience. Because the diagrams help you see things like connections and stuff. Here's 12. Okay, 12. You live 12 incarnations. You have one soul that projects 12 incarnates, and your higher family of consciousness is actually 12 souls. 12 times 12 is 144. You wouldn't see these unless there was something to numbers. Okay? And so numbers have, now I won't say I'm a master in knowing all this stuff about numbers, but most of this stuff is divisible by 3. Like you have, let me see, 1,728 divisible by 3. Incarnates. You exist simultaneously in 1,728 selves, different time vectors. Okay? And when you start seeing synchronicities in your life, you know there's got to be something to seeing 333, seeing 1111. If you start going to the website, you're going to get only New Age explanations. I'm not saying it's all nonsense, but remember who created the New Age. The Jehovah Anunnaki created the New Age. Okay? There's many different Anunnaki, but it's specifically the Jehovian running Galactic Federation, running Ashtar Command, and running the New Age. Now, it's not only they're not the only ones channeling through the New Age, but certainly they're the ones who have made it all happen, right? So, thank you, Holy One. I truly connect to like a 999. That is definitely something that's strong energy to me. So, and I remember one of our lives happened to end on 999. It was so freaking weird, dude. So blessed and beautiful. Christos Avatar, why do they sacrifice children and people? Well, that has to do with the Phantom Universe. The Phantom Universe is where reverse consciousness exists. Let me show you on the diagram. Okay, so we have the 15-dimensional time matrix. Okay, and God projected itself into the time matrix. And part of the time matrix is you have a particle side and you have an antiparticle parallel side. This is natural. This is natural. This is organic. Okay? But we're also given free will while we came into the system. Whatever dimension you're in, starting from 11th dimension down is where there's darkness. But you use your free will to follow the path of chaos, which is, let me show you some example of chaos. This is chaos. These are the Dark Templar, antichristic creeds in modern day belief systems. You're going to find it. You see it. You probably experienced it. I've experienced it. We've all experienced it. It's in the world in living color, man. It's here, up in your face. Fallen angelic false creeds of phantom beings. Okay? Not the guardian angelic creeds. These are guardian angelic creeds. Law of One creeds. Innerchristos, Maharata creed. The sacred spiritual science. So the phantom beings, this is the living system. And when you reverse your consciousness, murder, sacrifice, like you said, they become reverse consciousness. Not overnight, but as you saw in that previous diagram, over time. Maybe you're a dark, wicked being in 17,900 BC. Maybe you're a good being in 4622 BC. Part of you could become dark, sacrifice beings, manipulate, dominate beings, hate, have anger. Like you will, some of this life, some of this soul experience could be phantom, could be reverse consciousness. And you will go into this reverse system. Okay, the phantom matrix anomaly. Scientifically, or you would call it black hole subtime distortion cycle. The religions call it the bottomless pit, hell, Hades. The location of fallen angelic ET races with mutated DNA and distorted consciousness, the chaotic life forms that have plagued our time matrix throughout history. This is a finite system. Finite. They don't have life force energy like these systems do. You see the life force energy, you see the stargates, you see the Templar, 15 Templars, 15 stargates of creation currents, of God consciousness flowing in to the living system. This isn't happening in the reverse system. Reverse system against God, against Creator, against Earth, against humans. So these humans will sacrifice for energy because they cannot sustain themselves. They're finite. These dark avatars, dark oversouls, dark souls, dark incarnates. They're in self-destruction. There's no energy. So since there's no energy in the black hole systems, since there's no energy in this system like that, they have to take it. They get it through sacrifice, taking life. They receive what people would call loose energy from torturing you. And supposedly children have the highest, they're fresh from spirit. An old person, you get wrinkles. You're aging. You're dying because you have less life force energy because you're at the end of this life. Less 30s, less life energy. 40s, even less life force energy. 50s, you're pulling in less energy. You're having less energy. It's finite. We're in the Death Star Merkaba, the Battlestar Nibiru is actually reversing 2/3 of planet Earth. 2/3 of Earth is chaotic energy. Okay? So there's a lot of loose energy going around, a lot of sacrifice going around. Because they need it. They survive. They exist. Demons and fallen angels don't get life force energy. They have to steal it. They have to take it. That is part of the consequence of their fall. Hopefully that gives you an idea. Thank you, David, for asking. My homies in the house. So the angels, the topic tonight, angels are 6-dimensional beings. Okay? 6th dimension, the third eye. As soon as you go into the density 3, that's 7th dimension, 8th dimension, and 9th dimension. Those are higher evolved beings. They're in they're in the silicate matrix. Like we have carbon matter on Earth. In the angelic level, they're crystal carbon beings. Or you could say carbon etheric beings. Okay, so they have like 50% less carbon and 50% crystal. It's kind of like an in-between stage to density 3, which is silicate. No carbon at all. These are archangels. Any beings, all beings who exist in the 7th dimension are what you call archangels. You see how there's distortion in religion and New Age. They don't know what is an angel or an archangel. It's the type of being. An angel is a type of being who exists in the 6th dimension. Not servants of the Lord. What kind of divine being calls itself Lord or King of Kings, right? All beings, so that means negative or positive, all beings who exist in the 6th dimension are angels. It's a celestial universe, reality field. All beings who exist in 7th and 8th and 9th dimension are archangels. Negative or positive. That's the definition of what is an angel. Okay? So they don't look human looking like the Renaissance paintings show you. They look alien looking. They look like aliens, like the picture I made for this video. The picture, I made that. That's my artwork. These are angels, and like I said, not all angels have wings. Some do. Depending on, like, an Orphan angel has wings. An Azurite angel has wings. Some of these other angels from Sirius won't have wings. Okay? So it depends on what type of hybrid being they are. So now you maybe understand what is this is a multi-dimensional reality. We explained at the beginning. It's a 15-dimensional reality field. Different levels of body forms, different levels of consciousness. And the body forms and consciousness in the 6th dimension are celestial angels. The body forms and consciousness in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension are archangels. You can also call archangels oversouls. And you can call angels souls. That's another distortion in religion. A soul is something that inhabits your body. And you die and your soul goes up to heaven or hell. It's BS. It's distortion. No concept of freaking creation mechanics at all. No concept of multidimensional realities at all. Okay? So you go up to astral, it's a higher being than us. And once again, they could be negative or positive astral beings. Okay? The 5th dimension, not many people are familiar with that, are called archetypes. So we have incarnates, humans. Then we, not just humans, there's, all kinds of beings that live in the 3rd dimension. And then you have astral beings. Then you have archetype beings. Then you have celestial angel beings. Then you have archangel beings. And then you have avatar beings. Then you have rishi beings. And then ascended master beings. That's God. Everything is inside of the unified field, inside the living consciousness, the intelligent identity of God. You can't be outside of the Creator. God, Creator, created you. How could you go beyond Creator or outside someplace? There is no other outside place of Creator. It's all in Creator. Even if you wanted to run away and get away from Creator God, why would you want to? You couldn't. It's impossible. You can't go outside the field, the consciousness field. It's called unified field for a reason. Everything inside is part of the one. The many are the one are many. You live your life as Creator God. You're in the image of Creator as consciousness. You live your life, you produce things in your life, that adds on to Creator God. You see, God is constantly expanding. God knows everything, but God is constantly evolving through us as parts of itself. God is in the 15-dimensional time matrix exploring itself through angels, through archangels, through human races, through Syrian races, through Pleiadian races, through Arcturians, through reptilians, through Anunnaki, through a rock, through a ladybug, through a giraffe, through a demon, through a Hitler. God is everywhere. God is everything. Machiwa. And you guys, remember, I don't get lit anymore, at least not in lives. So I am cleansing my body. I'm actually preparing my body for the drum circle where I will get lit. Because that's a whole nother energy level. That's a booyah, sky maya energy level. So you guys get lit. You guys, if you want to, and show the little flame to each other that, hey, I'm getting lit. Are you going to get lit, brother? Are you getting lit, sister? This is one of the first days I felt relief. It's not gone. I can still feel it somewhere, minor. But my inflammation, Okay, so we disconnected for a few seconds. Sorry about that, you guys. Now it says excellent connection. So, bless you guys. Getting lit. What's up, homies? Thank you guys for being here and on this discussion about angels and archangels. Let me read some of the chat. Luna 209. We were talking about the moon earlier, weren't we? Excuse me, but that's everybody's free will, okay? And that is no joke. Everyone has their free will to get lit or not. And as a matter of fact, cannabis is a healing medicine. Cannabis helps with pain. It helps with healing, okay? My mother used it for pain. There's creams that help you with pain. They make rope out of cannabis. Okay, there's many things that are beneficial to cannabis. I think that's their free will. No joke. Thank you. And so I even say that myself. Have you brothers and sisters have not heard that myself, that you don't use it as a crutch, you don't rely on it, and yes, you eventually want to get off of it, and that's what I am doing. That's what your brother Thavian is doing, and I give you both sides of the story. Okay? So, Zoto and Garrett, she just judged all of you. What do you think of that? Yeah, I think my brothers and sisters can decide for themselves. Directions unclear, develop God complex? Just kidding. I am God consciousness. Yes, you are, Holy One. Sorry if I took that the wrong way. I've just had other people attack on that. So, and there's a lot of people who just make these ridiculous comments on my videos. You're just high. The information. Those are like a punk kid, whether it's a 45-year-old man or what. It's a punk kid consciousness. Has nothing to say about the actual information that we're talking about. And they will just say you're on drugs, stop with the shrooms. What else have I heard? Yeah, just like you said, you need to get off of drugs. And hello, is this world not effed up? Calling herbs grown from earth a drug. You see what I'm saying? It is a nasty comment. It is discredit. They're trying to discredit you by making a drug comment. This is why I delete and block those people who in my video comments. If you found yourself blocked, it's probably because you made a drug comment. Not drug. Transmute. It heals you. And I will say, not with pride, but with confidence, with, conviction. This plant medicine, not drug, mushroom, psilocybin, it will evolve you, transform you, awaken you. And other Christos members will agree with that. And that is perfectly okay. I'm telling you, as your brother Thavian, I'm sharing with you, it has shown me so godlike, high level of myself, myselves, my collective, my family of consciousness that I never saw in my 3D awareness. Straight up, no bullshit. No, excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? This is the truth. I say that 100%, brothers and sisters. And you don't have to agree with me. I love you unconditionally, whatever your beliefs are. And Mega Ape. It's just about power over the other, but they don't get that. But they don't get that's not the other, that's the one. And the one gives the one what the one gives the one. And you wonder why your life is horrible when you are rude or horrible to others. You said a Holy One. And people, it is religions saying the opposite message. It is the fallen angels giving us patriarchy creeds. The thing I just showed you, it's all about fear, it's all about guilt, it's all about judgment and shame. What in the world, man? No discernment. People don't get those energies as negative. It's holy, and they worship this anger, shame. They're worshiping guilt. They're worshiping subservience. You know, some religions, you have to be flat on the ground. What's that called? You're completely faces on the ground. Prostate or I forgot the prostate. I think you guys know what I mean. They're totally subservient. They're trying to get subservient to some divine being when you are a divine being. And they chose with their free will to not claim that. It's not coming from a space of ego when we say, I am God. It means you understand that all are one. The law of one. Right? You choose that path, or you choose, no, you're not God, I'm a sinner, you're a sinner, we're all horrible, and we need to get saved, we need to get in God's graces, or God will torture you, because hell is torture. A lake of fire would not be very comfortable, yes? So, you see the difference, the two different messages. Law of one, baby, Emerald Covenant, all the way. These Guardian Angelic Nations are not worshiping religions. The Guardian Angelic Nations are following non-dogmatic, egalitarian law of one. Sacred, universal, not an earth thing only. It's an everywhere thing. Okay? So, and then there's the fallen angelic legions who are aggressively attacking. Okay? They are against Creator. And they started at the 11th dimension. That's why everything from the 11th dimension and down is dark. Because that's where the original, if you want to talk about sin, that is the original sin. Talked about in Voyagers 1, I believe. When the reptilians destroyed Guardian's planet. That's horrible. Okay? So what they did was when they destroyed Stargate 12, for 1 million years, it was not working. They raged chaos in all these dimensions. So they had their own little kingdom for a while, both the Anunnaki and the reptilians. Hey, there's other alien beings who are dark, like the Necromatons, but this all started with the fallen angelic Anu Elohim and the fallen angelic Omicron dragon moths. The history, the information is in Emerald Order. So I want to show you something. I want to show you Guardian Angelic Nations in the text. In the Voyagers book. So I'm not making it up. Because some people will say I am. You reference chapter and verse of your Bible. Genesis, so-and-so. We reference this information so you can see the Emerald Order teachings. Excuse me. That's what they're called, the Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order. And I'll show that. And this is a free download that anyone can download because it's on archive.org. PDFs. Voyagers 2, Vatos. The Secrets of Amente. What did I say? The Emerald Covenant. And it's not called the Bible, it's called CDT plates. Translations. So, that means this information of this book. Oh, mine's all highlighted. Sorry about the highlighting, guys. It's mine over the past 10 years. I've highlighted, So, anyways, all that information is a translation of the CDT plates. Cloister, Dora, Terra plate translations. And so we're going to go in here and put Guardian Angelic. Maybe it's in Voyager's 1. Or did I misspell it? This is Voyager's 1. It's in this one. Nations or nation. Oh, it's mentioned 37 times. Guardian Angelic Nations. Let me make sure the live shows it. Yeah, it does. Okay. Go to the first result. Okay. Okay, this doesn't say much specifically about that. It's in the middle, out of context, but let me keep going through. Okay, this is good information though. Remember, I mentioned the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds. It's a massive universal service organization assembled by the Yanas, which are ascended masters. That's a Anuhazi word. Brenawa, founder races, that's an Anuhazi word for the Rishi. And we're talking about huge amounts of time periods, you guys. 250 billion years ago is when the reinstatement, that means it already existed, but this is a reinstatement 250 billion years ago for the Emerald Covenant. Under the direction of density 5, which is shown on the diagram, the Emerald Order Elohai, we keep talking about the Emerald Order, it's the race, the collective is called Elohai. Emerald Order Elohai. Okay, and so it talks about how they created the founder races, and then it talks about how these races together organized the IAFW, Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, creating a unified collective of, see, I'm not making it up. It's a real thing. Guardian Angelic Nations, to protect our time matrix. Okay? From who? From the fallen angelic race dominion. You see, we're called guardians for a reason. We guard because of the fallen angelic legions. Machiwa. And some of you, starseeds and indigos, are coming from there. We are angels. Remember, 6-dimensional, coming to Earth, helping the human race. Machiwa. So, to restore, because of what happened, man, 250 billion years ago. This is why they created it 250 billion years ago, because that's when the fallen angels destroyed the Guardian's planet and started wreaking chaos and havoc and murder and dominating races. Dominion, hello, dominating. So we're here to restore the time matrix that was damaged by the fallen angelic warring. Okay? And underneath that, you will have an organization called the Azerite Templar Universal Templar, the Azerites. Underneath the Azerite Templar is the Guardian Alliance. We talk about the Guardian Alliance. Oceana Dean talks about the Guardian Alliance. This was 570 million years ago, a lot earlier than 250 billion years ago. Interdimensional Guardian Angelic Nations. Let's keep going down. Okay, Guardian Angelic Nations often refer to God as the central source of creation, and they call it the Unisci, which is the central point of all union, eternal consciousness of the All One. And so we serve that. Okay, you guys? Let me show you on my diagram the Unisci. Out of this whole system, out of the entire 15-dimensional system, well, God, the unicide that was just mentioned by the Guardian Angelic Nations, is outside the time matrix. The time matrix is a 15-dimensional system. A 15-dimensional system. The unicide, God, is everything. You notice the time matrix is inside of the unified field of God. Inside the unicide. We're inside it, man. We're inside the unicide. We're part of the unified field of God. We're part of God. We are God. God is one heart, one spirit, one God, one self, one love, one mind. God, unicide, is who the Guardian Angelic Nations serve. You see, it's outside of the fallen angelic 11th dimension of Phantom. Remember the Phantom? It goes all the way up only to the 11th dimension. Because that's where it started. And we serve a creator God. Okay? And we'll go back to that. And there's only one creator God. Oh, okay, while I said that. Wait, it's not switching over. Okay. Okay, there's only one God. Just like I mentioned right here. One God, one self, one mind, right? It is this part of this creation used its free will to fall. And it is these beings who fell who are calling you your God. An 11th dimensional being, no less. Not part of the Guardian Angelic Nations in the 12th dimension and beyond, but below it. Okay? These beings say, I am your God. I am Elohim. Worship me, Yahweh. Worship Jehovah God, Father God. It's an 11th dimensional fallen angel. Anunnaki. Isn't it the New Age telling you that the Anunnaki created us? The Anunnaki is 11th dimensional beings. They didn't create us. You see, this is our family line from the Anuhazi. The Anunnaki come from the Anu, not the Anuhazi. They did not create us, Vatos. They're fallen angels. They're giving you the false creeds. It is the Jehovah Anunnaki running Galactic Federation. It is the Jehovah Anunnaki 11th dimensional consciousness giving you patriarchal, sexist patriarchal creeds, putting down our women, demanding sacrifice, demanding subservience. Does this sound like Creator God? Sorry. Does this, no. This is the original intention of God. So let's go back to the PDF. Because you are starseeds and indigos serving the Guardian Angelic Nations. Okay? The unicide. We're serving the original creation source of all. The one all. That's who we serve. That's what you choose as light. Guardian Angelic Nation. Well, I want to go back there. See, there's a whole chapter on guardians and founder races. You want this book, you guys. You want this PDF. This is Voyagers 1. I just mentioned that the Guardians don't call it God, like religions call it God. They call it the unicide. It's not a he or a she. A he or a she God is your big red flag. Okay, dimensions 1, 2, and 3, Earth. You got he, she gods and goddesses. Even in density 2, which is dimensions, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Which is dimensions 4, 5, and 6, you're going to get he, she gods. They're not gods, they're godlets. Okay, and then suddenly you get to where I said the Archangel level is. Darn it, I'm not trying to do that. This is the Archangel level, density 3. There is no more gender. Gender ends because there's no body. When you have no penis or vagina, you don't have a boy or a girl gods. There is no bodies, there's no genders. It's androgynous beings. And once again, I'm not making this up. This is coming from the Emerald Order teachings, Vatos, as I'm showing you right here from source. You want source? Here it is. Let's keep going down the Unisci and the Guardian Angelic Nations, Vatos. Throughout the many eons of intergalactic interdimensional history, the IAFW, Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, and its countless, and there is countless, remember 25 billion, Emerald Covenant, there's that name again, Emerald Covenant for life, Guardian Angelic Nations, on behalf of the Ascended Masters and the Holy Rishi, founder races, continually labor to restore and maintain the structural integrity of our time matrix in service of the Unisci. The efforts include 15-dimensional egalitarian political arbitration, progressive spiritual science education, like you're getting from Ashiana Dean, from the Emerald Order, from the Galactic Alliance, Guardian Alliance, from the Interdimensional Association of Free Worlds, from the Guardian Angelic Nations. You're being taught and reminded again about this is talking about how, you know how the religions and the Bible tell you you're unforgiven of God? Right here. They offer healing opportunities among all beings, good and positive, for peaceful co-creative evolution and healing of among all. There's that word again, all, not some, not just believers, not just the chosen ones, all. You want to talk about believers and chosen ones? You're following the false creeds, homie. Keep going down to the Guardian Angelic Nations, the royal houses. Yeah, they don't usually identify them as the houses. I told you what the houses are. Let me show you what the houses are. The houses are the blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. They're orders, the Emerald Order. They created the Royal House of Armatena. Okay? And this is very interesting. Holy Elohai is where we come from. Human race comes from the Emerald Order. Let me show you it. Look. The 13th dimensional Elohai, 13, created the 12th dimensional Anuhazi, and it is the Anuhazi, not the Anunnaki. It is the Anuhazi in density 3 who created the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi. It is the Lyran Syrian Archangels, these are Archangels, who created the Oraphim, okay, density 2 Oraphim Angels. Remember, 6th dimension is angel level, is celestial. Oh, celestial, you'll see it over here. Celestial. 6th dimension is celestial. Angel. 5th dimension, I mentioned these earlier, archetypes. 4th dimension astral. These could be positive or negative. You see down here, they're positive and negative. New Age says no, only beings, all beings above earth are angelic, are sweet and kind. No, they're not. You got good and nice beings in density 3, dimensions 7, 8, and 9. You got good and dark beings in dimensions 10 and 11. It goes all the way up to 11, baby. What's up? I hope you're learning something, because this is a gift from the Emerald Order, bringing you these teachings. Since 1998, homie, from Speaker 1, Yasha Ashana. Much respect. So that was the royal houses, okay? Go to the angelic, another search. Oh, they talk about the councils. Signet Council, another way of saying Stargate Council 9 of Murok Andromeda. Hey, our brother Mark, right? Andromeda? So let's go down to the, let me see. I'm just going to the various ones, but I think I'm showing you the point. And remember, there's 27 or 37 references to this. Communion with fellow Guardian Angelic Nations. Yeah. And we talked about the higher heavens. That's what you can consider higher dimensions in the time matrix. So yeah, I want to go back to the camera, you guys. So this is something that you guys can study yourself. It's, you know, we give you the free links. And you can check if you resonate with this information. And you can see, I just spent 20 minutes showing you that I'm not making this up, Holy Ones. This is something that changed my life. I'm truly grateful for the Guardian Alliance, not Galactic Federation, fallen angels, teaching you hierarchy, like Archangel Michael is better. Nobody's better. Okay? The Guardian Angelic Nations are following the original intention of God. Unity consciousness. Omni-Christos love, baby. For life, homies. It will rock your world when you start bringing in this no judgment and just loving all. And that will make a huge impact on your life. Much respect to all of you. Thank you for your patience as I was showing that in this tonight's live. HV again, brother. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, brother. You didn't ask a question that time? Let me check. Thank you so much, Holy One. Much respect. And you know that number is powerful, right? 999. Because you were asking about numbers. Let me get a drink here. You're not supposed to drop my glasses on me. Please talk about the importance of the Sphinx. Okay, HV. Good question. Now, we talk about how the 12th dimensional Lyrans are feline hominids. There we go. That's what the Sphinx is. The Anuhazi, which is my name, Anuhazi. And so, because I connect to the Anuhazi, and it's an actual real race of feline hominids. And that's what the Sphinx is in honor of. Okay? It has to go back to ancient Atlantis. Not even Egypt. It goes back, the Sphinx and the pyramids go back to Atlantis, you guys. It was created in Atlantis. Carried over, it's an ancient thing. It's in 2024 you see the Sphinx in the Great Pyramid. Well, the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx was in Egyptian days too, but it comes from Atlantis. As a matter of fact, Egyptians come from Atlantis. Remember, we talk about races, the root races? Well, there's a root race called Atlanteans. Well, that's made up of 7 root sub-races, not as in lesser, as in part of the race, as a development of the race. A race is made up of the buildup of other races, sub-races. So one of these sub-races is Egyptian. Egyptians are Atlanteans. What's up? And once upon a time, Lemurians lived on the planet at the same time as Atlanteans. Now it's Atlanteans living on the same time as Aryans. One day we'll have Aryans living on a planet with Mavarians, and then Mavarians will be living on a planet, there will be an overlap of Unchechi. This is how the root races is broke down. This is how our genetic hybridization of the human race works. Okay? In the middle of my live, I just want to say, hey, I'm not on drugs. I didn't smoke. I'm not high. Because some people will accuse me of that. I'm not stuttering. I'm not pausing. It's a flow. No notes. I'm not reading nothing. What's up? And so this is a transmission of spirit. And I bring these teachings because I resonate with them. I love you unconditionally. Even those who hate me. Even those who attack me. Even those who are, It doesn't matter. I love you regardless. You can do and say whatever, and I'm gonna still love you. And it's like you find that unity consciousness, that omni love consciousness, or you don't. Some people don't love everyone. They don't believe in that. So let me check. Zoto is getting lit. What's up, homie? Lakai, I love you. Bless you, Lakai. Oh, I was obsessed too with Egypt. We recognize it as something advanced. You know, there's something amazing about the Egyptians and their culture. And what you don't know, because it's part of forbidden history, you know, the conquerors are the ones who write history. You don't get the full picture. You're not getting the truth about the history. Because the pyramids are over 50,000 years old. Literally, that's what the Guardians say in Voyagers 2. And there's so many theories about the pyramids, right? So many ideas. As you know, and then you got the confusion of, well, the pharaohs, you know, it's a pharaoh's tomb. BS, you guys. Remember, it existed way before the Egyptians, way before the pharaohs. They just claimed it as their burial, as their royal, you know, place of where they're going to cross over. What's that called in the Egyptian Book of the Dead? They're crossing over. Anyways, you see, to answer your question, it is part of our heritage when everything was under, you would say, unity on Earth, where we were, our root races, it has to do with the genetic hybridization of Earth. It was during the period of Atlanteans. They're one of the root races. They're part of our human DNA. The fact that you have a third strand in the third dimension is the fact that you were once Atlantean. The fact that you have a second strand, is the fact that you once lived several times in Lemuria. Remember, in density universe 1, which is dimensions 1, 2, and 3, you live 144 times. Half of those are males, half of those are female lifetimes. Maybe you don't like women. Maybe you don't like men. Well, you're going to be both male and female. Okay? Maybe you don't know what gender you are. Maybe you're switching your gender. I wouldn't recommend that. I'm not judging you. What I'm saying is you don't want to do that. There's a reason why you're male now. There's a reason why you're female now. Because your soul said, it's your turn to be male. It's your turn to be female. You take it's called a twin flame. It's called a soulmate. You don't have two boy soulmates or two girl soulmates. What's up? That's polarized. You're not getting it. You're meant to be males and females and soulmates and twin flames. I'm not going to be inconsiderate to people who are bisexual or homosexual or lesbians or not. What I'm saying is simply from a point of energy, your soul, which is in dimensions 4, 5, and 6, wanted you to be male in this life or female. You're supposed to be male or female. And believe it or not, as a male, you have a twin flame or soulmate female. As a female, born a female, you're meant to be with a male. Straight up, that's all. It's just an energy thing. If you're not working with that energy thing, you're kind of like, what are you doing? You're making yourself, I don't know what you're making yourself. It's something that's two negatives or two positives instead of negative positive. Instead of you have electrical energy, or magnetic energy, instead of electromagnetic energy. You see what I'm saying? You see how they're supposed to go together, male and female, positive and negative. So, and you're gonna live 72 times as male. You're gonna live 72 times as female. Add those together, you live 144 times. What's up, twin flame? What's up, soulmate? Where's my indigo princess? Right? Where's my Lemurian, what do you call that? Divine feminine. So, I only like girls. I mean, I only want to be with the girl. I like all people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Only girls. I don't like boys. Sorry. Because when I was working as a teenager at Wendy's, this dude kept hitting on me. I had a photographer. Remember, I was a model. One of my photographers hit on me. I only like girls. I have given you no signs that I like boys. Please respect that. I respect your choice. Please respect mine. And stop hitting on me. Thank you. So, angels and archangels, what's up, homies? So we'll be going for about 15 more minutes, you guys, okay? Yeah, girls. What is that? David Lee Roth or somebody? Some rock and roll group. I mean, as a boy, girls are freaking amazing. Their femininity, their softness, their beauty, their motherhood, you know, how they're so nurturing. I don't know where this is going, sorry. And I'm not high. I'm not buzzed. I'm sober. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyways, you guys, angels, archangels is just a level of your evolution. Just like being a male or a female is just actually a lower part of your spiritual evolution. One day, someday, you will no longer be identifying with the female gender or a male gender. You will be bringing those energies as one, what it is meant to be. Creator made it this way, you guys. Creator is not, at those high levels, is not feminine or masculine. Okay? And quite frankly, it goes way beyond that. It goes beyond genders, beyond any type of hominids with arms and legs. You know, those beings in the fifth density, the fifth density, not dimension, it's density 5. They're stars. They have nothing looking like a human at all by that level. How would you identify with being a star? I'm a star. Wait, I don't have a mouth, I don't talk. I am a star. I'm a sun. A blazing sun. Hot plasma. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you're going to need some imagination for that. And one thing that people don't get, they see little animals, right? And little bugs and plants, and they think they're lesser than you. Homie! That's a reflection or a part of a DNA of a higher cat, feline, of a higher insectoid, beetle, grasshopper, centipede, whatever insect. There's a higher version of that being up there. Okay? So some of them have more DNA than you do, homie. So maybe you're used to smashing and destroying bugs, poisoning little rats because it's a rodent and an irritation to you. You know what a little rodent's got to suffer? You know, you got these little traps and they're stuck in the trap. These are divine beings of God. You know, Maybe it's a nuisance, but maybe you're living civilization not incongruent with nature that God intended. And by the way, think about this. This is a deep question. There shouldn't be animals eating other animals. There shouldn't be. Before the fallen angelics messed with Earth's grids, we were immortal. Okay, maybe that takes you imagination that we all beings were once immortal. Now they're not. Now they have to take energy from something else. Now we're killing other things to survive. It's not natural. Just letting you know. Machiwa. Frey! Sister, much respect. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you for the 999 too. Much love, right? Much respect to your journey. You may be high of love and spirit. Gratitude for all your teachings. Thank you, sister. No, you guys, for all my brothers and sisters in chat, I'm not saying that message for you. It's that kind of message is for all the haters. Because there is always going to be haters of the Emerald Order teachings. These fallen angels hate you. They want to torture you. They want to sacrifice you. They want to murder you. And feed off of that loosh. Understand what we're up against? So we have each other, Guardian Angelic Nations. We're part of all those beautiful, star leagues, all of those different alien beings. They look like insects. They look like animals. They look humanoid, some of them. But they all look strange and different than what you see in the mirror. Don't judge a book by its cover. And maybe some scary looking mantis being, is a guardian. Maybe it's part of the Guardian Angelic Nations, which is a real thing as demonstrated tonight. Such as the Athean. You guys, you know how there's the gold flame and a lot of gold flame races fell in the draconian matrix especially? Well, the mantids are taller than you. You see some big mantis being like a praying mantis. You're going to be probably scared to death, but it's a positive being. It's a benevolent being. And it's the mantis who are actually trying to help the gray aliens because it's part of their family. The Greys are part of their family. I mean, I should say it the other way. The Greys are part of the Athean. And there's a higher race called the Zephalim. But the Zephalim are dark. They're a fallen race. And so they push around and abuse the gray aliens and made them slave race. So it's kind of like some of these races are been dominated and taken over. So maybe they're doing messed up shit to us, but they're being controlled and manipulated. They're slaves now. So there's even other Zeta Gray aliens called the Regalians from planet Rigel system, right? Star system. These beings are bossing and controlling and enslave the other Greys. And so just realize, guys, that the reptilians and the Greys are a big deal. They're called Zetas. And the Zeta Greys and the reptilians actually have conquered us in parallel Earth. Once again, this is not my opinion. This is in the Voyager's books. Ashiana talks about it as well. This is what's going to happen to us. There is a portion of Earth falling. Not all of it. Most of it has chosen with its free will, to follow these fallen angelic. We're talking about angels and archangels. Well, you're following fallen angel, fallen archangel agendas. And so let me show you, okay, these fallen angelic agendas. While we, Guardian Angelic Nations, it's real simple. We serve law of one, unity, all are one. And you saw in the manual, we're trying to help heal the other races. In your religion, fallen angel systems, no, there's no grace. There's no forgiveness. You're going to be tortured. BS. Let's see their agendas that most of the New Agers are serving, that most of your godlets, not God, came out of. You will see it, and it's going to hit you, man. You're going to feel it when you see this truth before your eyes. Right now, let me show you their agendas. So I have to go all the way down to find it. Well, actually, I cut a bookmark here, I think. Where's the bookmark? Yeah. It's all highlighted up. Sorry about that. I got to make a copy that's not highlighted, but for now, it's highlighted. So we start with the Necromatons and Dramies. Well, let's go to someone that a lot of you are familiar with. A lot of you don't know who the Necromatons are. Here's the reptilians. So agendas. These are the dragons. Okay? You got the primary races, and the core agenda is called Omicron Draconian. The Draconian Orion Confederation. That's their agenda. And they are associated with the Knights Templar are coming from these angelic dragons. Fallen angelic dragons. They brought you the Roman Mafia, the Scots MacDonald Raider line. If you know history, that there's people, that's what these beings are associated with. Nazi creeds. Black Sun. You've heard of Black Sun? Well, it's coming from these beings, the dragons. Shamanism, the Dragon Queen shamanism of Native Americans. It's coming from them. Also from Peruvian shamanism and African shamanism. And the Haitian African voodoo is coming from the dragons. This is their agendas. The Draconian Orion Confederation agendas. And they're coming into your Roman Catholic control creeds. They're coming into your Toltec Aztec creeds. Your Inca, your Islamic, your Wiccan, your Pagan, and Reiki text distortions. Okay? We talk about distortion. That's because the fallen angels are bringing you distortions in your sacred beliefs. Okay? And this is just one race, man, out of many. Let's look at the Dracos, because the Dracos are the ones who took us over in Phantom Earth. And they're following the same one, because they're part of the same race, the Draconian Orion Confederation, same as the Omicron. Okay? They're associated with various other shamanic tradition distortions. They also promote false environmental causes. You guys remember all that environmental shit? Well, it's coming from fallen angels. You know that environmental shit I'm talking about. Okay? Drake technologies. They utilize astral projection for astral body sex with humans. Okay? D4 astral body biofield DNA template implanting. Does that sound good? They use sound tones. This is your new age, homies. Astral courting. Biofield tagging of unsuspecting humans in public events. That's another race. How about the winged reptilians? Here's the winged reptilians. Also they're part of Draconian Orion Confederation. Also, the Reptilian Anunnaki Pleiadian Nibirian Coalition. They have a couple agendas running. And so they're involved, they're associated with Egyptian pagan shamanic kahuna mystical teaching distortions. Also, you're back in the Egyptian days, crocodile cults, falcon cults, more Malaysian voodoo. They're behind Lord Maitreya personification. They're into Christian text distortions. Not only them, other races have distorted the Christian text. And so let's go to the next race. This is the fallen angels, man. Guardian Angelic Nations are bringing you unity consciousness. This is what these beings are bringing you. Marduk, Anunnaki. A lot of you love Anunnaki. You worship Anunnaki. Well, here's the Marduk Anunnaki coming to you straight from Zachariah Ascension BS, New Age BS. Elena in New Age talking to you about Inky. Their agenda, I can't read it, let me see. They're the Luciferian Anunnaki Pleiadian Nimberian Coalition. And also something called the Necromaton Andromi Orion Necromaton Black League. Okay? That's their agendas. You love Marduk, huh? Well, the Marduk is bringing you the Luciferian Covenant, homie. They work with they're associated with the Druid, Celtic, Pagan, and some Protestant Christian text distortions. There's another Marduk race called the Satan, and they're part of the Black League. There's the Black League again, but also the Satanic Draconian, well, that's what it's being described as. The Black League is described as Satanic Draconian Orion Necromaton Black League. You hear Black League, it's coming from those beetle people, the Necromatons. Other races like this Marduk race join the Necromaton Black League. And it is the Black League, let's see what they're giving us. The Egyptian Set. A lot of you love Set, right? And Isis, they're bringing you the biblical Seth lineage. Interesting. We told you what I've explained to you the biblical family lines are Illuminati family lines. Okay? Hebrew, Jewish, or not. They're Illuminati fallen angelic lines. They give you the necromancy satanic Bible, Satanism. They give you Islamic and Hebrew text distortions. They give you the KKK, the Russian psychic Rasputin. Have you heard of that before? And it's channeling. Okay? I could go on and on and on, and you can see all of these associations. You can see that what you're worshiping in New Age is fallen angelic. You will feel it, man. Feel it? Homies? What's up? I told you that was going to hit you hard. I love Inky. I love Inla. What are you talking about? I'm just not making it up. You can see it for yourself. We recommend, my moderators help you to check out the Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2 and see if you resonate. And then if you do, learn more. Don't stop at the Voyagers books, you guys. We don't just talk about fallen angels and that's it. You're going to learn ascension mechanics. You're going to learn about your chakra, your Huva bodies. You're going to learn about something called your Merkaba. You're going to learn all of these, the plasma body. You're going to learn what the Guardian Angelic Nations are, who the Guardian Alliance is, not the Galactic Federation. Machiwa. Bringing you truth from a space of omni-love, man. You know, remember I told you in my last live how I was entangled in these systems. I, by grace, got myself out because of these teachings. What's up? Renato Marquise. Thank you so much, Holy One, for that exchange of energy. That's awesome, brother. Sister, sorry if I say, sometimes I don't know the genders based on your name or icon, so thank you so much, Holy Ones. And also, left a message. We needed you, brother. Nobody is teaching this. You share precious information. Much love and respect from Australia. Australia! You're awesome, Holy One. Thank you so much. You guys truly realize that. You are part of these Guardian Angelic Nations. You're part of bringing in the real Christ. It's not about Jeshua, blood blessed Jeshua. He's one of the Christos families. He's part of this family. You're part of this family. It is you all. Religions, fallen angelics, cannot stand that message. Okay? And we're not trying to convert. This is not dogma. Did you guys hear me at the very beginning? I said very clearly that you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. You don't have to believe in these teachings of the Emerald Order, Emerald Covenant. You don't have to believe in anything Ashiana says and all of those workshops since 1998. There's a lifetime of workshops. That's why I say don't stop at Voyagers. Move on to the heavy duty stuff that actually teach you how to change your DNA, how to awaken, activate. You see, New Age stops at the crown. The New Age tells you you only have 7 chakra. BS. You will learn through these freedom teachings because they free you. You will learn that you have an 8th chakra. Wow. It's a gold chakra right here, your thymus chakra. You have one in your brain called the thymus chakra that goes diagonal. Thalamus. Thymus, gold. Thalamus, silver. Okay? You have one 6 inches above your head. It's dark blue chakra. Blue-black, you could say. That is a part the New Age has no clue about. These are morphogenetic, outside your body chakras. And then there's one 1.5 feet above your head. It's dark silver. Can you visualize dark silver chakra? Okay? And there's one 6 inches below your feet. That's the 12th dimensional chakra. Thank you, Holy Ones, for those hearts. Bless you. 6 inches below your feet, it is pure white. Pure white chakra, or visualize a pure white Merkaba star. That's why we have this affirmation. I am Christ star. Say it with me. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. And if you remember, 12th dimension and above is only love and light. There is no darkness. There is no distortion. There is no fallen angels or demons or false creeds. That goes up to 11th, and they're stuck at 11. They can't go beyond 11 without the Guardian's help, which there's no forgiveness required, no Messiah required, no angry, pissed off God required. You saw it in the Voyagers books just now. They will help heal these races if they agree to a host matrix. And I want to say that you've heard me talk about the indigo type 3s. There's 3 types of indigos. The indigo type 3s are one of these host matrices. They have a Nephilim Anunnaki soul essence with the Oraphim angel soul essence in one body. That is an example of how a fallen angel can become a Christic being. Get their 12 strand. Because remember, they only have 11 right now. They want to get 12. So they do a host matrix with the Guardian Angelic Nations, such as an indigo child. What's up? You guys, I'm still full of energy, but I do have to eat and continue on. But I do this twice a week. And so I'm going to close down the live now. But bless all of you for being part of this holding space. You're holding Christic space. You understand? We come together as the Guardian Angelic Nations on earth. Not everyone, and remember, this is not dogma. We're not evangelizing and getting you to follow Yahweh. This is offered as a choice. You have a choice. Search your heart, man. Search your mind. Do you resonate with those false creeds of fear? You know, who wants to be in fear, man? Who wants to be in shame and subservience and blind worship and be worried about your salvation and punishment and judgment? Whoa! Transmute and make a change in your life. Love yourself, because the creed is love all. That's God's intention, man. The real God, not the godlets who claim to be Creator God. Creator God is about omni love, loving all. So bring that into your life. Bring that into your conversations. Bring that into your relationships. Love everyone. Love your neighbor. Love the world. Bring love. Love is powerful, Vato. It's it is the most powerful frequency. Vibrate and have no judgment. Throw judgment out the door. You don't like what someone's wearing? You don't like my hair? You don't like my skin color? Wow. Go beyond the superficial. Go beyond the mainstream. The mainstream is being fed to you by these false creeds. We dismiss the false creeds. The real Christos, the Guardian Angelic Nations, are incarnating on your earth. They're called starseeds and indigo children. They come through the stargates. They go through the soul integration process, fetal integration into your mother's womb. The soul essence goes into the fetus. It is born and becomes a child of God. Doesn't mean they're going to become awakened, but we're meant to awaken. Okay? You guys are awakening. You're here together in this holding space of unity. We're sending into the world unity, not judgment, not chosen ones, not believers only. This is an everyone club. Everyone is welcome to God's club, homie. What's up? Say it with me, holy ones. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And believe it, know it, see it. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And you are. Bless you. Machiwa, dropping codes. Indigo, drop codes. Christ codes, say it with me. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. And let's do the Shaddai Uri. I wonder if I can play that. I will throw up the link so you guys can listen to it. I just felt inspired to do that, so I'll do that. It just take me a few seconds. Let me get it. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Okay? Let me get it for you. This would be in... Let me find it. I'm finding it. I'm getting it. We got this. We got this. You got this. Excuse me. Well, I will show you on the screen, but I want to give you this link in chat. Copy link location. Okay, I found the link. Okay. This is on SoundCloud, and it's being sung by people who are most likely professional singers. So you can practice it, you guys. I want you to practice this. Let me put it in chat. Okay, that's a SoundCloud example of how to sing it. And you just keep repeating it. You can repeat it as long as you want. And we're going to say it 3 times together and finish the live. Bless all of you. I truly love all of you unconditionally. Omnicristos love. Let me show it on the screen too. Let me show it on the screen too. PDF. Okay. And we can explain it. You can explain it. It means what we're seeing is all embracing pillar of first cause light. What? I as this expression now. I as this expression now. So you understand, this is explained, it will be explained, and it also, Ashiana teaches this in some of her workshops, so you can see her singing and the group singing, and then I got the sound file of singing, so now you can get an understanding. Let me see, I guess, sorry. Okay. I'll see you guys on Saturday. It's the drum circle live. I hope I can do it. I'm going to try to do it. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. I'll raise my tone. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. You can say it again too. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. I love you.